Wagwan YouTube. Niger's finest. David Tickham, aka Saucy Day, back again with another roll to 6 figs. Yes, back again. And boy, do I have some stuff to talk to you guys about today. So, there will be another video dropping apart from my road to 6 figures on this channel. Like, you guys will see as I talk through this video what it's going to be about. But I think it's going to be essential, and I realized this week too how essential it is. Apart from psychology, I think this is other than there's three things: technicals, psychology, and this third thing are like the triple threat that you need in order for that consistency of growth, right? So we're gonna touch on that a little bit in this video, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So boom, we started with GU Monday, February the 12th. Okay, Monday, February the 12th. As we can see, we had a high probability 1 hour demand zone, 200 EMA above. We had a 15-minute low probability, and then a 5-minute. So let's see. As it moved, let's see what ended up happening. No, we don't want to move it too much. Yes. So you can see. So boom, we're gonna go down. As we can see, the 200 and the 50 EMA is right there. It barely just tapped our 15-minute zone. So seeing we got another breaker structure to the top. The only thing was that the 200 EMA was above, but I've started to look at the 50 EMA, and I'll show you why later on. But I took a liquidity grab up here. I feel like this move was a little forced. I could have waited it to get back to the zone before I took it. That's where the patience of waiting for your positions comes in, right? So mind you, we're waiting for an hour move. We got the breaker structure right here. I got in a little late because I was skeptical, but I was like, no, we're leaving an hour demand, and because the 200 was right there. But I also realized you never want to trade against the 50 EMA and the 200. Like, it's not good. And as I seen, it reversed on us and ended up coming back up. It grabbed the liquidity from down here, from a lower point actually, and as we can see, it broke to the top and came a winner later on. But that was my trades for Monday. A little quick and easy thing, wasn't too much going on. Took 2 losses, but risk management nothing too crazy. And Tuesday, February 13th, Nas 100. I know Nas to always be bullish. We had a 1 hour zone and 4 hour zone created up here. 200 EMA. We had gaps to fill. Oh yeah, I remember this move. Okay. So what made me take this trade so low was that Tuesday was CPI actually, right? And I learned during CPI, you always want to, this is a risk management. This is what I was going to talk about. CPI, you want to lower your lot size. You want to lower your lot size because for whatever reason during CPI, the ranges for your stop loss are way bigger than they usually are, even though the candles seem similar to how they typically are. But the pips and the points in regards to Nas are so much more. So you end up risking more. So that's definitely a tip that I will give you guys. That's actually what I am going to talk about in this video that I got dropping for you guys within the next week. So stay tuned for that one. It's a banger. So for this one though, As we can see, this was 8:30 candle. As you know, it was the new CPI dropped like crazy, and it was a lot of like good news for the US. So when the US gets good news, typically Nas drops. When the US gets bad news, Nas skyrockets. So I thought like how it usually does is gonna drop for the rest of the day. So you know me, me. I seen the move make a 5 minute zone. It tapped, gave us a break of structure. I know you're like, dang, this is little, but as you can see, 20 pips, 18 pips, 18 points. My fault. It was a lot. It was big moves, and then I seen it grab one more time right here. Not grab, my fault. I seen it break the candle right here, so I thought it was just baiting, and now it's ready to push up. No, it came back, smacked me out the trade, as we can see. Yeah, and even when it came up, it never even came back to the zone. It just did its own thing for real. So those are my 2 losses on Tuesday. I think next time what I realize is like when you don't get a clear indication of your move, either you lower a lot, because this was a high probability. So lower your lot size, still risk manage if you like the move. Typically when CPI news comes out, wherever it goes in that direction is usually going there for the day, but it seemed to be different this day. That's the uniqueness of the market. You never know what's going to happen in the market. That's why you got to use risk management. You got to have your foundation of your psychology, and you got to trust your setups. Take the setups that you know to take. Don't just take it based on what the candles are printing in that moment, because you never know what can happen. That's the only thing you can expect, is not to know what's going to happen. Feel me? We just trade to our edges, and that's it. So that was Tuesday's moves. So Wednesday I also traded Nas. 1 hour we had, as we can see, 200 is clearly going straight through. 15-minute 200 is above 50 EMA going through. And as we go to the 5-minute, we see the 200 on the bottom, and high probability 5-minute with a nice break, and they came back to the zone. Although, as you can see, this is what I spotted after the fact. Made a double top. You know what I'm saying? Made a double top, and it was a break of structure to the bottom. Didn't pay attention to that. And I actually would have succeeded on this move. Nah. This move ended up like, even if I would have gotten it aggressively. No. If I would have gotten aggressively, this would have been a winner. But I had seen how the candles was breaking back so quick, and I didn't like that, so I got out just a little bit in the drawdown, and I re-entered because I seen that it maintained this area right here. And as you guys know, like, I ended up losing the trade, obviously, because my stop loss was a little too small. Like, I got the breaker. No, I entered. Well, what happened was on this one, actually, now that I see it, I entered aggressive on me. I'm supposed to wait for the break of candle. I entered on this red candle right here. And if I'm not patient and I'm not trading the way I'm supposed to, I'm going to get bit in the butt for it. So I put my stop loss right here. Candle came down here, gave another break of candle. But remember, I took this trade right here. So I was done trading. And what ended up happening was that, look, I got the break of candle. It never came below here again. And it hit for more than a 1-to-1, even before, like, right about 9:30. Like, I would have gone out way before 9:30 hit. New York Open. I don't trade that. So in this one, I just learned, listen, you have to, like, if you're going to trade aggressively, just know that it can come and smack your stop loss. So if you're going to trade aggressively, be willing to put your stop loss a little further back or underneath the zone. Safest bet is always to wait on break a candle, because as we can see, break a candle worked out perfectly. I was, based on the last moves, as you can see, I was thinking about that, but I gotta understand, when you trade to your edge, that's all you need to know. Like, that's all you need to, you know what I'm saying, focus on. The last trade is the last trade, but each trade you take in the market is unique to that trade. So yeah, that was my trade on Wednesday. Thursday, February 15th, 2024 at 7 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Got on the charts, 200 going underneath. That means it's uptrending. 200 underneath on 15. As we know, Nas is usually bullish. So, I can't, so I don't know what that is. So I took this extremely late, and looking back now, I probably could have taken this from the zone, but I wasn't like, I'm more focused on taking breaking candles. But if you would have gotten aggressive on this one, you would have gotten your 101. However, I didn't, and I ended up personally cutting my losses on this because I seen how much it just kept baiting coming back, and I didn't like how it just broke these two candles going down. So I got out early on Nas, and as you can see, it was the right decision. So when it breaks, when I see a Mary Boji candle like this, that's one of my factors for getting out instantly. A Mary Boji like that is nothing I want to see, and if it's breaking multiple candles against like where I want to go in the direction of, that's another indication. But it's all about reading live price action. Live price action. One more time. Live price action. That's what matters the most. Because trust me, your decision making in the moment gets better as you continue to be consistent and trust your trading plan, trust how you trade, trust your reasons for getting out or for staying in. That's going to make you so much profitable, I'm telling you. So Thursday, I also took another aggressive entry, as you can see, 200 on the over the top, selling on 15. It was a counter trend, selling on the 5-minute too. So my indication, it was a high probability 5-minute demand zone. We had just gotten a break of structure, and once again, I wouldn't have a loss to trade like this, but you know what I did? I got in aggressive. As soon as I seen it starting to push to the upside, I got in, but there was no indication. There was no real indication for me to get in, especially with like all the indication going against me and the fact that this is technically a double top too. So this was a loss. I accepted it, but looking back, I'm realizing now, like, listen, make it easy for yourself. Right now, I'm looking for breaking candles. If it doesn't give me that breaking candles, the only time I'm taking an aggressive entry from now on, if the zone is super small, unless the zone is super small and it makes sense, I am not taking aggressive entries. I am only taking breaking candles, because there was a lot of losses that I took this week that I realized were just coming from me, like entering too quick, too hasty, not waiting on a breaking candle. If I'm patient and if we wait on breaking candles, it saves lives. Break of candle saves lives. Okay, so, but here comes Friday. The 1 hour, we were downtrending. It left the H4 supply zone, which is amazing. Let me show you that. It's for a supply zone. It really drops when it touches H4. H4 strong. It even touched the 1 hour supply zone. But as we can see 200 underneath, showing indication for bullish movement. As we can see, however, when it comes to technicals or structure, you always follow structure, right? So 15-minute, same thing, 200 underneath. Once again, 5-minute, 200 was going through price. So this was, once again, news hit, big news that I didn't expect to drop like that. Oh yeah, I took it up here because this was my zone right here. I don't know why I deleted it. This was where I took it, and then this was my breaking candle right here. And honestly, this is where I'm learning, and we're still learning to hold your moves. Because look, I still ate off this, but this was an incredible push downwards to the downside, and this is teaching myself to, like, listen, this is the major reason why you twin trade, either 2 or 3 trades, or you could take partials with a higher lot size. But I like to twin trade just in case, so you could take a good amount and then you can leave run running, put your stop loss into break above break even or profit, and then just let it fly. Cause look, come look at this. Come look at this. This is incredible. You take profit at 1-to-1, and you leave a runner, man. This would have covered all my losses plus some. This would have been a profitable week off of one trade. That's why you got to be patient and just like move with the market. And I'm still learning, we're still learning, but I'm just showing you like what it's possible. And now looking back, like I said, the 50 EMA right here, as you see it touched 200, and we had the 13 all going our way. This was a strong indication, especially with news showing what it did. And as we see, it dropped incredibly. And I'm still grateful though, obviously catching the 1-to-1 move, but we're just getting better. So boom, Friday, last thing, 200 above, showing indication for selling. 200 is splitting through. That means it's ranging. Remember, ranging, creating orders in that area. It hasn't showed an intention of going bullish or bearish on the 15. And on the 5-minute, we have an indication of, based on the 200 EMA, of selling, and based on structure too, because we see it breaking to the downside. So what made me take this to the upside was that I seen the gaps that we had to fill. Plus, like I said, the 50 EMA, we gonna see him. I'm gonna take note more so next week too. The 50 EMA tends to hold price as strong as the 200 too. Not really a 13. The 13 is there, but the 50 and 200, they really help out with price action. And I noticed that because I was like, okay, we're going towards it, and I noticed we were filling gaps, and I noticed it wicked the zone a lot. But like I told you, I know we were filling gaps and might want to reach this supply zone that I have marked up. But you know, this was my last trade, and as we can see, took profit for 1-to-1, left a runner. Yes, I snagged this. Like I told you, we only getting better. After I noticed what happened with my Nas, I was like, you know I'm getting this one. So I got this one, got out right at the supply zone, and you know, I was done for the day. But as you can see, you would have got in on this candle. Even if you want to take this supply, you would have got in on this candle, and you would have finished with a 1-to-1. You know what I'm saying? You would have still made profit on this one. And this is why sometimes it's good just to take your 1-to-1, or to take that 1-to-1, leave a runner, because if it starts breaking back and you don't like how it's looking, see, take you out. Once again though, do you see what it's bouncing off of? The 50 SMA. I'm telling you, we gonna see about that one. But hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want more. And we only gonna be up, man. I'm telling you, like, we only getting better each week. We staying consistent to our trading plan. We have our foundation for our psychology, and we're adding another piece to the puzzle, another important factor to make this the triple threat. And that video will be coming up next week for you guys. So hope you guys are having a great weekend. And yeah, man, I'll catch you. I'm out.